Hey, so I want to thank everyone who has joined the page recently on YouTube, Myth Mentality with Justin A.Williams. Justin A.Williams is me. I hope you're enjoying the page. I hope everything is getting you into a space where you can consider how myth, religion, history, things of the humanities can teach us good character. And not only good character, but why good character is important for good mental health. So I think the page is full of videos that will teach you through different stories how to be the best you. I personally have gone through a journey, my life through myth and legend, thanks to my father. He was very into it when I was a kid, reading me bedtime stories, but also as I got older, really talking to me about the Epic of Gilgamesh or the Enuma Elish, or Japanese stories, or stories of Buddha. I was raised in a Christian tradition, so the Bible and perspectives on Christianity, ruminations on Christology, and just information about especially early Christianity, Gnosticism, deeply influenced my work. And when I say my perspectives, I'm also deeply influenced by Stoicism. I think it's creme de la creme of philosophies. And I think Stoicism, when seen in a way that is usually tailored by an expert in what Stoicism meant to Marcus Aurelius and Seneca and Zeno and others, really comes to life. Ryan Holiday is a good guide in a lot of ways, but there are more. But I think all in all, on my page here, Myth Mentality, you will really learn the steps and keys to looking at fun stories that you may remember from when you were a kid, or that you're engaging in now thanks to things like Percy Jackson or the Odyssey movie coming up with Christopher Nolan. There's going to be a wellspring of interest in early mythologies, particularly in the Mediterranean. We know that the story of Troy was a time during the Bronze Age, um, but maybe even more ancient than that. We don't know, right? Some people have speculated it's really in a pre-Younger Dryas story, right? A lot of the ancients talk about stories from that period, and I talk about that here too. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna talk about theory, and we're gonna talk about maybe some conspiracy theories about myth and mythology that will all in all be wrapped in a holistic way by me, your guide, Justin A.Williams, to really be understood by you, the audience, so that you can make the best you possible on a daily basis. And just to promote a little bit about myself, I am an author. I have two versions of my first book out, which is on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles, and anywhere you can get books online. It is called Reborn, Virtue's Constellation. This first version has my wonderful face on it, and it does pretty much because my publisher thought it'd be a great idea, but also because the deep connection between myself and the character. A brief bit about the story. Christian Belvedere is a kid in college. He has a mental episode while laying next to his girlfriend that 72 people on the campus that he knows, he can identify immediately, conspired to kill him in a past life. And he has to go about figuring out that mystery and what that cabal of people are up to now on campus, why they've gathered, and what do they need, right? They pretty much already taken over the world, but they need something specifically at Parthenon University. Find out by reading Reborn. So besides that, we have the second edition, which is really, really cool because the artwork, I think, is upgraded. As you can see here on the title page and on the cover, it's got a great font. It's got Zeus up here in the background. It's got the main character, Christian Belvedere, and it's at the school Parthenon. And I think it really brings to life the artwork that is in here, the crux and apogees of the story, the heightened sense of danger and drama that is created by anything that deals with myth. But beyond that, this is a real story about real struggle. Young men in this country are struggling with mental health, isolation, loneliness. Young women are struggling with very similar aspects of the same thing, especially with some of the more toxic ways that we are being driven apart. I think by sophists, bad philosophies, pop psychology, and things of that nature, even modern culture, right? We don't have a monoculture anymore. And this is a book that seeks to bring us back, bring balance to the force, as you might say, by telling a story that looks at mythic characters as beings that all represent symbolic parts of human struggle, right? Each one is a ladder, is a step. As Joseph Campbell would say, there's only really 12 hero stories, and a hero can have 1,000 faces. That's all encapsulated in this book, in this story. And it's also relates to me in terms of my story in college and after college, the struggles as a young man that I had, and dealing without my father being there, passed away, but also dealing with trying to be the man of the house, but also just be a man, right? Just be a person, just to, as it says in Psalms, to toil, right? Why do I go through my paideia, as my former professor, Cornel West, would say, with such this or that? My Sifu, my Buddhist teacher, would tell me every day should feel like your birthday, but sometimes we get the sweet and the sour of life. And that's the kind of dichotomy. And I want to help you deal with that and make a better you. So please do consider purchasing Reborn Virtues Constellation and enjoy the channel. I will be posting videos quite regularly, at least one a month, but there will be shorts that will come out sporadic times, but at least for a month, if not less or more, who knows. But what I can guarantee is that by paying attention to this page, you definitely will come away with a lesson plan for activating a great 2026 and beyond. Thank you.